Hello, this is Briang with Mythic MTG Tech looking at the top 10 cards for Battle for Zendikar. This video is coming out before we've gotten a chance to play with the cards. It's right between pre-release and the actual release date, which is tonight in the middle of the night. I'm super excited about this set. It's going to be a lot of fun. The pre-releases were packed. This set has been really popular so far with the casual crowd, with the EDH crowd. This is going to bring a lot of new people into Magic. There's some weird mechanics like Devoid, which really isn't a mechanic, that seem to break my idea of even what a colored Magic card is. But overall, the cards are going to be fun to play and they're going to change Standard a lot. The new Expedition lands look amazing. The Arid Mesa there was one that Maggie got at the pre-release that we were playing in over at Phoenix Comics. It's just beautiful in person. I'm going to shoot a short video showing off how the foiling really looks a little bit later this weekend, and I hope to have that up soon. The Scalding Tarn is going to be the premier version of Scalding Tarn. I'm super happy with the expeditions overall, with the exception being the Tangos. I don't think they've really earned their place there, but there's a lot of other fun stuff going on here. Let's move on to the actual list. In the honorable mention spot here, I've got several cards. Crumbled to Dust is the big one that I want to focus on because it's as close to an Eternal playable card that we have. And, well, by Eternal, I'm actually referring to Modern, which I know technically isn't an Eternal format. It's the new non-rotating, crazy popular format. And Crumbled to Dust is wonderful for playing against Tron. It is simply an upgrade from Sowing Salt. The fact that it is devoid is relevant in edge cases, but the fact that it only costs 1 red makes it so much easier to splash. I'm going to be picking up a playset of these in foil for Modern. Very beautiful card. We've got some other fun EDH cards here. The Water Veil is for those people who love Time Walks and need a win condition. Royal Spout is a really interesting one to me. I am a huge fan of Azorius Charm. Azorius Charm has won me a lot of games. If there is a control deck in Standard, I like the idea of using this removal to put creatures back on top of your opponent's deck, especially if they're using something to sneak those creatures out really early. This could be a great answer to over-the-top ramp decks. The Nullifier here could be a really interesting counterspell. It's going to matter how quickly you can ingest cards or get them into exile. A 4 casting cost counterspell that comes with a body looks really, really nice. And Transgress the Mind is the type of removal card that could really blunt those over-the-top ramp decks, but we really don't know what those ramp decks are going to look like yet. I would pick it up, though, as a sideboard card, especially in foil. I hope the foil looks really beautiful. Moving on to the actual cards here. This is an EDH All-Star already. I look forward to playing this card with a full group of people out on the board. This is going to fit into my Dimir deck. Consecrated Sphinx is super popular, and this is going to fall into that same category. Number 9 spot here, I've got Ruinous Path. It's not Murderous Cut, but it's really close. It kills Planeswalkers, and there's some great Planeswalkers on this top 10 list. It has Awaken, so that could be a win more. But in an Esper control shell, this thing could be super powerful. Even in any other black deck, I'm sure people are going to be playing 1, 2, maybe even 3 of these, depending on what the environment looks like. I look forward to giving it a try with Scatter the Winds, Planar Outburst, and 28 Land. Yes, it's hardcore traditional control deck, but I believe there is a strong Esper control deck in the upcoming Standard. Quarantine Field. Ooh. This card looks really good. What's going to matter is whether or not people are main decking Dermoka's Command or some type of enchantment removal. If they are not, this could be a staple in the environment. 4 casting cost to exile a creature is a little bit high. We've come to expect this at 3. But after that, once you start hitting 2 different creatures, 2 different non-land permanents, this is going to be really, really powerful. The only place where this is going to be bad is the Awakened Mirror match, which at the beginning is going to be a small amount of the meta. If the Awakened control deck is really good, then this may get relegated to sideboard play. I'm looking forward to playing this. The Manlands are back, and both of them are standard playable. These are so much better than the Scry lands, or in some situations, significantly better. If you're dealing with an aggro deck, Shambling Vent has the ability to get you back into the game turn 4, turn 5, because you're not going to be dead yet. And Lumbering Falls, very solid card. It's more of a control deck card, but it's going to help you with Planeswalkers. Both of these are going to see standard play. The big question on people's mind is, will either see modern play? I don't think either one will see modern play. So they're going to be fun for a few years in standard and long-term great EDH cards. On my number 6 spot here, I've got Gideon. 4 caster, 4 loyalty, ability to defend himself, and could be the top end of a white weenie strategy, just giving all your creatures +1/+1 to go over the top. Very, very nice Planeswalker who also doubles as a creature. I'm very happy with this Gideon, and I look forward to playing him. Number 5 spot here, I've got Radiant Flames, and this is really because the removal has gotten significantly worse. Battle for Zendikar does not have a lot of good removal, and if you can control which of your creatures live and which of your opponent's creatures die, this could have a huge impact on the game. I like the design. The variable amounts to it allow you to play it in creature and non-creature decks. Overall, Radiant Flame could definitely become a staple in the environment. Number 4 spot here, I've got the Tango Lands, the Slow Lands, the Battle Lands, who knows what they're going to be called. I'm a fan of Tango. These will make a huge impact on Standard, and 1 or 2 of them may be viable in Modern. And that's what to really watch out for with these, is which of these could be playable in Modern, because the Expedition versions of the playable ones will do really well. The unplayable ones, nobody's going to care about. All of these are going to be playable in Standard, and they're going to have that kind of staple $7 to $12 range, depending on which deck is most popular, while they're in Standard. This is the craziest one I've got on the list. Bring to Light will be an EDH powerhouse and may be a build-around card in Standard or Modern. The idea that you can search something up and you can play it that turn has crazy implications. I look forward to playing this in several different formats. A little too expensive for Legacy or Vintage at the 5 casting cost, but in Modern and Standard, this is a brewer's delight. Wonderful, cool card. If you can activate it at the 5 different color range, you could do some crazy stuff. Number 2 spot here, I've got Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. There will be a ramp deck, and this guy will be in it. Exile 2 permanents. Indestructible. Incredible. An alternative win condition with mill in case your opponent has blockers. And there's a lot of colorless lands to implement this strategy. I can see a red-green ramp deck that uses the Runeclaw Mystics, some of these colorless lands, and gets this guy out pretty quickly. Especially if that deck is also able to board wipe smaller creatures at 2 or 3 damage with Radiant Flames. Even if this isn't Standard playable, this is going to be an EDH powerhouse for years to come. Exile 2 pesky permanents and an alternative win condition for individuals who've went over the top with too much life. Very nice card. This has cool, fun battlecruiser magic and potential competitive Standard ramp deck implications. Beautiful card, fun design, very happy with it overall. Number 1 spot here, I've got Omnixilis. I love drawing cards and losing life. Dark Confidant is way up there on my list. This is the type of Planeswalker that I want in EDH, but this is also the type of Planeswalker that I want in Standard control. Destroy a creature and then start drawing extra cards. If you can get this guy out on an empty board, you're golden. If you just have to put it out and destroy a creature and then watch your opponent attack it to save you a few life, I'm very happy with that overall. I can see running at least 2 copies of this in your control shell. You may even be able to put this in the mid-range as an extra removal that in the mirror match allows you to draw some extra cards and take over the game. Very happy with this card overall. This is the type of Mythic Planeswalker I look forward to playing with in Standard, and I'm not a big Standard fan. I'm a much bigger Eternal fan. This is going to be a lot of fun, though, overall. He competes against the aggro decks, and he competes against the over-the-top ramp decks because of his ability just to hit the board, kill a creature, and then start to get you back into the game. I could even see playing this in some type of deck that takes advantage of those extra cards as being some life gain spells so that you're able to deal with aggro and just take over the game with him. Wonderful Planeswalker. Look forward to playing him. Let me know how your release weekend goes and what cards you think are going to be best. Exile that subscribe button, or even better, do it twice and become a subscriber to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's over there on Patreon supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. We've got several videos coming out, including a short Ask Anything, where we'll be having a weekly Ask Anything series where I answer 3 questions a week, every week for the rest of the year. Take care. See you guys soon.